Welcome everybody to NXTV. This is our review episode for the week. We're going to cover NXT and NXT UK. We will not be covering 205 Live because unfortunately our lives have just become so busy on the weekends that it doesn't seem like we're ever going to be able to cover 205 Live again. If something huge happens on 205 Live moving forward, we will cover it on a live, probably from our house. But let's just go ahead and assume that from now on, we probably won't be covering 205 Live. If Santos Escobar or Jordan Devlin, whoever wins that Cruiserweight title, decides to show up on 205 Live and defend it, we'll cover it. If something like a Dusty Classic happens again, we'll cover it. But until then, I'm sorry, 205 Live. I love you. I still watch you every week, but I just don't have time. You don't have time to come up here on Saturday mornings and film. We have a family. I have a son that I like to spend time with, and unfortunately, it seems like taking time on Saturday mornings to come and film is just not in the cards for us anymore. So we are filming on Friday night. It will still be posted on Saturday, but until then, no more 205 Live. So let's jump into NXT.
All right, starting off NXT, we had Finn Balor coming out, or already in the ring, and he just straight up calls Cross out. He's like, you know what? Dude, you showed up. You stood behind me kind of creepily. Let's get it going.
Yeah. We want to take a shot at the Prince. Let's just get it going. Let's do it. So it turns into this whole thing. Cross and Balor are talking about how they're just going to absolutely destroy each other as Stand and Deliver, and then for some weird reason, Oni and Danny come out and they start talking some trash and
saying how Pete Dunne should be in the match or whatever. I'm like,
I don't know.
Pete's already been beat. I mean,
yeah.
That right.
Yeah, well, that's pretty much how it started off. Was Balor said, Pete Dunne beat him, Kyle O'Reilly beat him, Adam Cole beat him, and then the whole thing kind of gets taken over by somebody you don't really hear from a lot in Scarlett, and she goes up there and flaunts her, what do you want to call them?
Well, she kind of
crystal balls, her womanly wiles, if you will.
Oh, don't even start
She
that.
basically gets Oni and Danny to challenge Balor and Cross for the tag team titles later that night, and they're like, "Yep," and Balor and Cross are like, "Yep." So we end up having a tag title match in the main event of the show.
Yep.
With Balor and Cross. I mean, what is with Finn Balor having these weird tag teams with people he's in a feud with?
And
what is this?
This is Balor just showing that he doesn't really necessarily need a tag team partner for anything.
Yeah.
And if he has to team up with somebody he's fighting with, it's whatever.
Right. Well, anyway, so the first match of the night was Dexter Lumis going over Austin Theory in what I thought, honestly, was Austin Theory's best match in history.
I agree.
And I love Austin Theory. I saw a lot of his stuff in Evolve. I saw a lot of his stuff on the main roster. I'm sorry, every time I say main roster, I have to throw the air quotes. But Austin Theory has had some great matches, but this one was a little different. It was a step above. And Dexter still comes off with the victory here, but I think that was needed, honestly.
I'm not entirely sure what's going on here with Dexter and Austin. It's just, I think that Dexter has a bit of admiration for Austin.
Well, I mean,
it's kind of deep. It's kind of deep seated.
It's got to be Austin's amazing abs, bro.
It's got to be those abs. But no, I honestly think that Dexter's just trying to get a friend out of this.
Well, if he wanted a friend, he shouldn't have said those things. Honestly, that's got to be...
Okay, enough with the crap.
I'm telling you that...
Enough with the crap.
It's not crap. Dexter said all those things, and now it seems like he regrets saying them. Because he sees how amazing Austin is, and he regrets saying them, so he's trying to take pity on him and not destroy him in the match. Sorry.
Really?
Anyway, really what? You heard what he said.
Nobody heard what he said.
The therapist said it, and she's,
The therapist said it. It was paid off by Gargano.
No, the therapist was paid by Gargano because Gargano needs to get this obsession with Dexter Lumis out of Austin's head. That's where the money came from. He paid the therapist for the session. That's it. Done. Next match. Legado del Fantasma goes over Breezango. Who didn't see that coming? Next match.
Dakota Kai defeats Zoe Stark. Who didn't see that one coming?
I didn't.
Actually,
I didn't.
We didn't.
I didn't.
Because Zoe Stark has been putting on such fantastic matches lately. I mean, she's only had, what, three.
She's had three matches. Yeah, she's had three singles matches. The first one was against Cora Jade. The second one was against
the champion.
Yeah, Io Shirai. And then the third one, okay, this was her third match.
This was her third match.
Her third singles match.
Her third singles match. And, yeah, she lost her second one because it's Io.
Yeah, but here's the thing. She lost this one because Dakota Kai is that good. Okay?
No, she lost
Zoe
this
Stark,
one because Raquel distracted her.
Look, no, hold up, stop. Because Io Shirai came out in that match, okay? Zoe Stark is good. I'm taking nothing away from my admiration for Zoe Stark. She is good. But come on, girl, you keep overreaching. You're in a match with somebody who's got a 70-inch reach and you're sitting there at 5'2", girl. Okay? You keep taking this shot and you're not going to win. You need to go and you need to build yourself up and start taking on the Aaliyahs and the Camillas before you go in there against the Ios and the Dakotas and the Raquels or whoever the hell else you're getting in there with. You're doing good by making sure that you're teaming with Io Shirai. Yeah, ride those coattails. But the problem is that when you go one-on-one with somebody, you're not going to win if that somebody is a Dakota Kai, an Io Shirai, a Raquel Gonzalez, a Becky Lynch, a Sasha Banks, whoever it is that you keep deciding you just want to skip NXT and go to the main roster. I'm sorry. It's not going to happen.
I do not agree with this. I think Zoe Stark is talented enough that she can do this.
Then why isn't she? Then why isn't she?
Because Raquel distracted her.
Io distracted Raquel. Nullified. Next point.
Io distracted Raquel, but Raquel distracted Zoe in the match. So therefore, Dakota ends up kicking Zoe in the face. End of match.
Dakota would have kicked her in the face regardless. Dakota was going to win that match from the beginning.
I don't agree. But let's just agree to disagree on this one and move on. We got Cameron Grimes.
Cameron Grimes, baby!
On vacation, baby!
To the moon, baby!
He is on vacation.
Good, he deserves it.
And he deserves it. Every reason to believe that Cameron Grimes is going to ride this vacation all the way until Stand and Deliver.
And what's he going to do at Stand and Deliver? Nothing, because he's got the money, baby.
He's going to do something. I have a feeling that Regal's going to get pissed off at him and eventually make him fight.
Regal ain't going to get pissed off on him. Regal's a human, and Regal wants money too, so...
Yeah, no.
Regal is 50 years old and still in wrestling because he likes money.
Regal is not going to take money from Cameron Grimes in order to keep Cameron Grimes off TV. No. Cameron Grimes wants the fame. He wants the fortune. Well, he has the fortune, wants the fame. I think Cameron Grimes is eventually going to fight, and I hope that it's going to be at...
Cameron, enjoy your vacation, buddy. You deserved it. You earned it.
Next thing we got going on, Tommaso Ciampa defeats Marcel Barthel. Raise your hand if you're shocked at this one. You have one of NXT's best in Tommaso Ciampa versus one of NXT's Marcel Barthel.
Here's the thing. I'm not shocked at it at all. I'm not, because everybody knows that's been watching this show. This is episode 20 or something? Okay, everybody knows how much love I got for Tommaso Ciampa. Ciampa, you bit off a little bit more than you can chew here, though. Here's the thing. Timmy wasn't there, right?
Right.
Okay, and then you go on and you do whatever you did to Alexander, wherever he's at. I mean, prayers with you, buddy, wherever you're at. I'm praying for your safe return.
We're going to find him in the trunk of a car somewhere.
Anyway, and then you go and attack Fabian Eichner with the chair before the match, and you don't expect a beatdown after it's over with?
Oh, he expected the beatdown. He was just willing to take it.
Okay. And I'm glad because Ciampa is tough as nails. I mean, he is tougher than a $1 steak in Vegas on a Tuesday night. But the problem is, Ciampa, is that you shouldn't have gone after them. That is 4 people. 4 of the best that the UK has to offer. You know how freaking tough those people are.
Yeah.
Okay? Love you to death, but you're stupid. Okay? And then Walter comes out and he chops the soul out of you, bro.
Oh, dude, I saw Ciampa's soul leave his body.
Dude,
during that chop.
The rest of the color in Ciampa's beard left his beard at that time.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Old man Ciampa just aged 40 more years.
With a chop.
So if this leads to a UK title match sometime down the road, next week, 2 weeks ago from now, stand and deliver, whatever. If it leads to a UK title match, I am pulling for you, Ciampa. I am not trying to play a heel here. I am pulling for you, but bro, it
ain't gonna happen.
It ain't gonna happen. Nobody's gonna take that title from Walter. I've said it week after week after week after week. Nobody's gonna take that title from Walter. So I'm gonna regret saying that in 10 minutes when we talk about Walter's next challenger.
Now, take a breath, because now we've got L.A. Knight, baby. He made his debut against August Gray. You know, I mean, nothing wrong with August Gray. He's a great talent.
There is.
And
there is something wrong with August Gray.
Okay, maybe he has a screw loose or two. But he's a great talent. He's great for 205 Live. I don't know why they fed him to LA Knight.
To get the fat man in a little coat thing.
To get the fat man in a little coat, because that was freaking hilarious.
Bronson, it was funny.
Bronson came out with LA's blue coat and just goes...
I mean, that was funny.
Fit.
That was funny to the extent that that's a $5,000 coat. Here, what's the point? Okay, I was all excited for this feud. I really was. LA Knight, Bronson Reed. Let's find out who's better. Because honestly, I don't know and I don't care. Now I'm pissed off because we didn't get the match that we thought we were going to get. And now I'm upset because now we have Bronson pulling little tricks just to get under LA's skin. What's the point in it?
The point is to
why are we drawing this out?
Because we need to set up a match for
We don't need to set up the match. LA Knight should have just gotten over Bronson, or Bronson should have gotten over LA, however that was going to plan out. And then one of them should be going for the North American title at Stand and Deliver.
Going on to the tag team title match here with the Oni and Danny versus Balor and Cross. The match itself was pretty great. Cross came out looking like $1 million. Balor came out looking like $1 million. Danny came out looking like he got hit by $1 million.
I don't know what the status is. I know that we had an injury report today. I didn't have a chance to look at it. Is Danny okay? I don't know. I don't think he is, because I don't think that they intended for him to be missing from half that match.
Yeah.
I mean, it was quite clear that the camera angles basically keeping off of Danny while he was legitimately checked out was intentional. They did pan to Danny being looked at by a medical professional, and then he's gone. And I think the reason they did that was to say, hey, Danny got checked out. He's not okay.
That's why he's not on the apron.
Yeah. So it basically ended up being Oni going over Cross and Balor in what seemed to be a handicap match for a good portion of it. But Scarlett got accidentally hit and Cross got livid. And I can't blame him because Scarlett was bleeding after that hit.
Yeah, she was.
It wasn't intentional by any stretch of the means, and Cross knew it wasn't intentional, but Cross didn't care.
Cross didn't care. Scarlett was bleeding. Mm-hmm. So therefore, Cross is mad.
I mean, he's got to protect his crystal balls.
Now, moving on to NXT UK.
You're not going to say nothing to that?
No. Moving on to NXT UK, we've got, I guess, a re-debut for Ben Carter, who is now Nathan Fraser.
You can't say Ben Carter.
Why? They said it.
Okay, they did.
So we got Ben Carter, who is now Nathan Fraser, defeating Ashton Smith. I mean, the match was pretty good. I love Ashton Smith. He's a great wrestler, great talent. I immediately, as soon as the match came out and both competitors were in the ring, I was like, well, sorry, Ashton, you're gonna get beat.
Yeah, but he didn't get beat. That's the thing, is that he didn't get beat. He lost the match. I mean, he had control for probably 60-70% of that match.
You're right.
But Fraser is great. He is. And it's obvious that they want to strap a rocket to Fraser. And so he was going to win this match. But what's so good about Fraser is he can make his opponents lose but still look like they could have won.
Oh, absolutely.
And that's one of the few qualities that you look for in somebody that is going to go on to be a superstar, is that they need to make their opponents look just as good as they do. And it's obvious that he cares that people look as good.
It's obvious that was the talent that Seth taught him.
Seth and Dolph Ziggler they both have that talent, and they're both probably the best in the world at doing that. And look at their careers. Dolph is one of, I think he's like one of the longest active competitors in WWE now.
Yep.
I think there's only Sheamus. I think there's only like 2 or 3 other people that have been here longer than Dolph, and that speaks to the longevity that he has and the ability that he has to sell.
Absolutely.
And Seth Rollins, same way. Why he's been a multiple-time champion. Because people want to beat him and people want to tune in to see him get beat. Because he's just as good at losing as he is at winning.
Absolutely.
So anyway, off topic here, but anyway, let's keep going. The next thing that we see is Ilya Dragunov apologizing for how he's been acting lately, and then Gradwell coming in and not apologizing for how he's been acting lately, and basically goading him into accepting a match that we're going to have next week, a no DQ match.
Sam Gradwell kind of
talked himself into,
and then instantly regretted.
Oh yeah. He basically says, "I can beat you in a custody and a pull match." That's a little shot at Eddie and Ray there.
Yeah.
He says, "I can beat you in a Money in the Bank match. I can beat you in this match. I can beat you in this match. I can beat you in a no DQ match." And he goes, "Okay, prove it."
Yeah.
So there we go.
No DQ. Let's do no DQ. Next, we have a segment with the Unholy Isla Dawn.
I like it.
I kind of like this.
I like it.
She's kind of like another like the UK version of Scarlett.
Yeah, I can see that. Except that she actually wrestles.
Except that she wrestles.
I mean, we all know Scarlett wrestles, but she's not wrestling.
She's the White Witch. I mean, she is Isla Dawn, and I hope that this means that she's going to start getting a push, and we get a legitimate Isla Dawn.
Are we going to get some kind of Papa Shango type character out of this? Is she going to start casting spells and matches? Dude. If she does, I'm kind of here for it. Yeah, I'm all for it. I'm here for it.
Okay, next thing we have is NXT UK has a super show that's going to be happening on April 8th, which is also the same day as part 2 of Stand and Deliver. But this is going to be just basically a super show that's going to happen at the same time that NXT UK normally happens on Thursdays. It's called Prelude, and from what we can tell, there's been 2 matches announced for it, and it's going to be awesome. Yeah,
WrestleMania week is always good. It's a lot of wrestling for us to watch, but I'm here. I'm going to complain about having to watch wrestling.
Oh no!
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. This is kind of akin to the NXT Super Tuesdays, the NXT New Year's Evil, the NXT In Your House,
Halloween Havoc,
or not In Your House. Yeah, Halloween Havoc. Basically, something like that. It's just a super show type thing. So I mean, I'm kind of good for it. One of the matches that got announced for it is Noam Dar versus Tyler Bate at that show for the #1 contendership for the Heritage Cup for A Kid.
So
yes, please.
So of course it's going to be contested under Heritage Cup rules.
Yes, but yes, please. More of that, please.
More of that. I just hope Noam doesn't dump a whole bowl of spinach on Tyler Bate again.
Yeah.
I mean, that was kind of funny, but...
Yeah, but it kind of did what spinach does to Popeye.
Yeah.
The next match that we have announced for Prelude is Rampage Brown challenging Walter for the UK Championship.
Oh.
Woozy
bumps.
Guys, Rampage beat the crap out of Joe Coffey, and we haven't seen him since. Can he be the one to take this title off of Walter?
I think so.
I don't. I've kind of backed myself into a corner here by saying
nobody's going to take the belt from Walter.
I've been saying it, and I've got to believe it.
But you admitted earlier when you said that
I was going to regret saying it.
That you're going to regret saying that because
I do regret
Rampage
saying it.
Can do it.
Okay, can he? Yes. Will he? No.
Well, that's to be seen.
We'll find out in 3 weeks.
We'll find out in 3 weeks. The next match we had was Meiko Satomura defeating Dani Luna in a match, and this match was better than I thought, and that's saying something because I'm a huge fan of Meiko Satomura, even though I said that she was going to lose to Kaylee Ray, and she did.
He's a huge fan now, guys. He wasn't before.
She did. You know, Dani Luna's got the strength game going on for her. She's got the youth going for her. You know, I kind of saw it going this well, but I knew Meiko was going to come out on top.
Here's the thing about Dani Luna, and I didn't care about her 3 months ago. I didn't. I mean, I liked her enough to watch, but I didn't care enough. And now they're making us care by giving us all these vignettes about how she's wanting to overcome these challenges and stuff. But honestly, it's like Zoe Stark. That Dani is overreaching here.
Yeah, it's kind of like UK's Zoe Stark. Yeah,
that's what I just said. It's like Zoe Stark, where Dani is trying to overreach by beating some of the best.
Yeah.
And anyway, so after the match is over, they catch up with her in the back, and Mark Andrews and Flash Morgan Webster kind of say, "Hey, come with us," and they're talking with her and walk off. Is this gonna be a thing? I hope so, because Dani doesn't have the top game.
Yeah,
she doesn't. She doesn't have the mic skills to be a Jenny or a Kaylee Ray. So she's gonna need somebody. And if it's Mark Andrews and Flash Morgan Webster, who obviously aren't doing anything anymore because they can't seem to win a match, then that's cool. That's cool with me.
All right. So moving on.
More of the Zaya Brookside 9
kind of gonna skip. Yeah, we're gonna skip over that though.
Why is not? I'm not gonna skip over it. I'm not gonna. I got to speak my piece here. Why do we care? Why did you make us watch that match if you're not going to have Nina Samuels carry her bags? What is this? I don't care anymore. Is 30 days up? Is 30 days up yet? Next.
Let Zaya fight in a match and let Nina help her win or something. I don't know.
What is this?
Whatever this is, let's just blah. All right. The final match of the night, the main event, was for the Cruiserweight Championship. We had Jordan Devlin defeating Trent Seven. Now, Trent Seven made weight on the bump this week, which we kind of didn't say right when we were doing our preview episode.
Yeah, and we kind of skipped over the whole fact that Jordan Devlin showed up on NXT.
Yeah.
Oops. Okay, so back to NXT. Jordan Devlin shows up, gets in Escobar's face, and basically challenges him for a Cruiserweight title versus Cruiserweight title match at Stand and Deliver. So we already saw him the day before. So we kind of figured that this is how this match was going to go. That Jordan Devlin was going to come out on top, otherwise it wouldn't make sense. But dang, Trent Seven really showed that cutting weight really helped his game.
Oh, it did.
He was doing moves that you haven't seen Trent Seven do.
And he cut the weight to 204 and a quarter pound.
It would have been 204 if he just cut his hair. It looks stupid.
Touche. So that's kind of all we had for NXT UK. I want to go ahead and get into the question that we have for this week. We did have more than one question.
Yeah, I kind of chose to only do this question because this question it's a two-parter. Number one, number two, it's an epic question that's gonna. I knew we weren't gonna be able to answer quickly, so I wanted to feature just this one question so that we could give it the time that this question actually deserves. So Ben, who is new to asking questions here, he asked us if you could have any Ruthless Aggression superstar in NXT, who would it be and why? And then we went ahead and asked him back, are you talking males or females? And he said both. So I'm going to let you answer first because I've got several here, and if one of them is actually yours, I'm not going to take it from you.
Okay, so starting off for the females, for the Ruthless Aggression era, I would love to have Michelle McCool on NXT.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Michelle McCool was one of the best wrestlers from the Divas era. She was a wrestler in a Divas world.
Well, I mean, you had people like Victoria and Trish Stratus and Lita still with them, but yeah,
yes,
in an era where
it was all about the Barbie doll.
Yeah, Michelle McCool was the Barbie doll that could wrestle.
Exactly.
She came with the wrestling accessories.
And though she didn't have the strongest mic skills, they teamed her up with Layla, who did.
Yeah.
So
are you saying that Layla was Michelle McCool's Stacy?
Yes. Yes, she was.
Little kid sister.
Yes, she was.
Did she have a dream car? Okay, next.
For the males, I got to go with the charismatic enigma Jeff Hardy. I mean, his wrestling style, his attitude, his whole demeanor, his whole gimmick would fit really well in NXT, especially right now.
I agree if it was the charismatic enigma Jeff Hardy, not the Jeff Hardy that we have now. Not the Jeff Hardy that's been through stuff. I don't need that. But I agree with you. I mean, two excellent picks. Who I'm going to go with for females, I have to go with Lita. I feel like Lita would fit into this women's division very well. I feel like her athleticism would be matched by the Io Shirai's. Her athleticism would be matched by the Zoe Starks, by the Dakota Kais, the Tegan Noxes. Lita would fit into this division incredibly well.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah,
I will agree with that one.
For the males, I still get upset and I still get teary when I think about Eddie Guerrero. And all the things that he could have done had he still been allowed to, had he still been alive today, he would still be here putting on matches with Rey Mysterio and Batista. I don't think Batista would have left if Eddie was still here. I would love to have Eddie Guerrero in NXT. I would love to have Eddie Guerrero in any capacity right now. Put him as a general manager right now if he was still alive and couldn't wrestle.
Yeah.
But Eddie Guerrero, I'd love to have him. I feel like his matches, even in the Cruiserweight division, if that's where he ended up being, Eddie Guerrero versus Santos Escobar, give me that 7 days a week.
Oh, Lord.
Eddie Guerrero versus Pete Dunne, because Eddie Guerrero could mat wrestle. Give me Eddie Guerrero versus Adam Cole.
Oh, man.
Give me Eddie Guerrero versus Finn Balor. I'm sorry. I'm trying.
These are dream matches right
now.
now.
I'm literally right now holding back tears because I'm thinking about all that could have been if he had been able to defeat his demons.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that's my answer to the question.
Alrighty.
So that's all we have for you. Remember, Saturday shows will no longer cover 205 Live, but on Tuesday we will do our best to preview 205 Live, but spoiler alert,
there's never gonna be anything announced for 205 Live.
That's the last time that you're gonna say that.
That is the last time I'm gonna say that.
Anyway.
Oh, that makes me sad.
Anyway, catch us back on Tuesday, and until then, remember that we
are
NXT. Anyway, that's all we have for you. Make sure to catch us again. What? What?
What? Nothing.
You just...
No. We're good.
You did.
No, we're good.
Anyway, that's all we have for you. Make sure you catch us again on Tuesday. Remember that Tuesday's shows will no longer feature a review of... No. Remember that Saturday's show will no longer... That is... Okay, it is Saturday's show.
Yeah, Saturday's show.
Remember that Saturday's show we will no longer cover what happened on 205 Live, but Tuesday's show we will preview. Gosh, I'm so messed up. Remember, the Tuesday show will preview 205 Live, but spoiler alert, no, Tuesday show will not. Oh, man.
Oh, is that a new freckle? Oh, what?
Remember that Tuesday show, we will preview 205 Live, but spoiler alert.
There's gonna be nothing for 205 Live.
Did we get it that time? Did I finally get it?
I don't know.
I don't know either. If we did, we did.